Zoom video conferencing has become an integral part of many of our lives. Whether it is for your professional or personal life, Zoom is a great tool to know how to use. If you are enrolled in an online synchronous course at Germanna Community College, you will use Zoom to attend your class. Many of Germanna's services and support can also be accessed through Zoom. This video tutorial will go over the basic features that Zoom offers and will include some tips to troubleshoot common Zoom issues. First, let's look at the Zoom account. Log into MyGCC and click the Zoom tile. Access your account by clicking Sign In. This will bring you to the Meetings page of your Zoom account. If you have any meetings scheduled, they will appear here. You can schedule a Zoom meeting by clicking the blue Schedule a Meeting button. On the Profile tab to the left, you can alter things like your name and profile picture. Access saved whiteboards and recordings from Zoom sessions under the Whiteboards or Recordings tab. You can also adjust your Zoom settings here. To join a Zoom meeting, download the Zoom app onto your computer. You can also join through a web browser, although ACE recommends downloading the Zoom app if possible. Download information can be found on the zoom.us website. This tutorial will reference the Zoom desktop app. A common way to join a Zoom meeting is by clicking a Zoom link. If you have the Zoom app downloaded onto your computer, Zoom will launch the meeting in the app automatically. You may also receive the Zoom meeting ID. In this case, click Join from your Zoom account. Enter the meeting ID in the text box and click Join again to be connected to the meeting. You will then be prompted to select audio settings. You will typically choose Join with Computer Audio. This will allow Zoom to access your computer's audio settings. You may be asked for a password or enter a waiting room before being let into the meeting. Once you are in the Zoom meeting, you will see several buttons at the bottom of the Zoom screen. To the far left is the audio button. This is where you can mute and unmute your audio, as well as manage your audio settings. Next, to the right of the audio button, is the video button. You can manage your video settings and turn your webcam video on or off here. You can also set a virtual background here. You can blur your background or set it as a picture. You may also see the Breakout Rooms button at the bottom of your screen. Breakout rooms allow for small group communication within a larger Zoom meeting. If you are assigned to a breakout room, you will see a pop-up window that will let you join it. If you do not have access to a microphone, or you are having audio issues, you may want to utilize the in-meeting chat. Here, you can type responses rather than speaking. You can also share files with others in the chat by clicking the paperclip icon when the chat is open. A record button is also available at the bottom of the screen. Click it to record the meeting to look back on later. When you record to the cloud, the file will appear in your Zoom account under Recordings. One of the most useful tools that Zoom offers is the ability to share your computer screen with participants. Click the green Share button at the bottom of the Zoom window. This will open a window where you can choose what you want to share. You can tell which screen you have selected by seeing which tile has the blue highlight. The default selection will be the Screen option in the top left. This option allows participants to see your entire computer screen, allowing you to switch from window to window without having to reshare. You will also see a small preview of each window you currently have open. If you only want to share a specific window, you can choose it from the previews. This means that if you open another window while sharing, the participants will not be able to see it. Once you have a screen shared, you and the participants have the option to annotate on the screen. This is helpful if you want to bring attention to something on the screen. If you are sharing a video with sound that you want the participants to hear, make sure to click the Share Audio button before sharing your screen. You can select a layout for your screen that allows you to choose where your video appears when you are sharing. You can also share a whiteboard. This is a blank white screen that you and the participants can write on. Whiteboards are saved automatically and can be found under the Whiteboards tab in your Zoom account. Click the Share button when you're ready to share, and when you're done sharing, click the Stop Share button at the top of your computer screen. If you are missing any of the buttons at the bottom of the screen, look for the button with 3 dots to the right. You can check for any missing features here. Click Leave to leave a meeting. If you are the host, you will have the option to end the entire meeting and force all participants out of the meeting. If you are in a breakout room, you have the option to leave the breakout room and return to the main Zoom room. Zoom is a great tool for collaborating online. However, you may run into some technical issues. Some common issues may be fixed by simply ensuring your computer is fully updated. Leaving and rejoining a Zoom meeting or restarting your computer might also help. One of the most common Zoom issues is audio problems. It is a good idea to check what audio source Zoom is picking up. Click the up arrow next to audio settings on the left to check which microphone and speaker Zoom is using. You can test your speaker and audio here to ensure they are both working properly. Lastly, if you are using a MacBook, you may run into problems sharing your screen on Zoom. The first time you run Zoom on a MacBook, you will have to go into your computer settings, click the Privacy tab, and click Screen Recordings. Make sure Zoom has access to the screen by clicking the check mark next to Zoom. If you run into an issue with Zoom that you are unsure how to fix, please visit the Academic Center for Excellence at any of our campus locations, call 540-891-3017, or email ace@germanna.edu. Thank you for watching this video on using Zoom video conferencing. If you still have questions, feel free to view the Zoom section of the Academic Center for Excellence's Technology Resources for Students page or make an appointment with our office.